As a result of their attractiveness, Eastern women in North America often have a sense of superiority over North American women who were born and raised here, and they become snobbish when they arrive. Men can easily identify the difference in appearance between Eastern European women and other gorgeous women since they come from locations where they are simply one stunning lady among many. Many advantages are available to Eastern European women as well. Men from the West are more easily manipulated and more beautiful than the locals, making them more valuable in the marketplace. These men also tend to be more gullible due to their wealth, while men from the East have a harder time finding wives when they move to the West. This means that if you're a handsome man from Greece, you should consider moving to the West. When men from the East move to the West, they often bring with them the advantage of earning more money. But that advantage is quickly erased when compared to men who were born here and either inherited family wealth or simply fit in better socially, making it much easier for them to obtain better jobs and careers. The only advantage for Eastern men is earning more money, but their main disadvantage is finding women of poor quality, which is why nationalism is often strong. The disadvantages of living in small towns for Eastern men in the West are that they are constantly watched by their ethnic community, but this is actually an advantage for Eastern women, so their wives often meet anonymous men in big cities. Eastern men must also be on their best behavior because someone in their community is always watching, but this is actually an advantage for Eastern women, so their wives often meet anonymous men in big cities. Because Eastern women come from poorer countries and spend more time polishing their pipes, they pose a greater threat than Western women. I completely agree with Pergamus Klaus's observation that Muslim women project an ethereal image of angelic women and are better at concealing their cards, and it does appear to be the same with other Eastern women. And you also mentioned that someone had commented that Eastern men from India and Pakistan are cowards, and I found this observation a little odd. Pakistani and Indian ladies are mistaken for Poles and Indian women by Westerners. Bulgaria, Serbia, and Russia all have the same mentality that they're superior to Canadian and American women because they speak another language, are better looking, and come from a place with actual culture and cuisine. So why do I believe that most Western women no longer put much care into their appearance? Because they have access to better-looking guys and men who earn more money. Caitlin just got back to me, so here's what she had to say. The video response shocked him, and he ended up calling me at 6 a.m. the next morning all about it, and I had to admit to him what I had been up to. I already knew that my boyfriend had no plans to get married and was withdrawing from things to do what he wants for himself, but I had no idea that I was part of the cult of heartbroken men who were talking daily about normal female behavior just so he could get confirmation to leave everything behind. There is no way I want to get married, but if it is true that half of all marriages end in divorce, then I don't want to get married either. I still want to be his partner and have them visit me whenever they can because there is no part of me that wants my boyfriend to go through any difficulties in life. I truly love him, and if this is helping him, then I will continue to do so. The irony is that your boyfriend only learned about your internet snooping, but at least you have the courage to admit it in front of thousands of people. Your boyfriend also tells you to find someone else who will support you, because that's what true love is all about, putting your happiness first, even if it hurts them emotionally. The best advice I can give your partner, if he's paying attention, is to understand how women constantly shift their priorities. However, you'll wake up in a few years to find that she's blocked all of your internet access and is keeping track of everything you do on the phone and computer as if you were 5 years old, just so you know. In order for men to better understand women, they need to learn from each other and mentor each other about the hazards of female behavior just as many women teach their friends and BFF about how to cope with men. On a girls' night out, it's common for women to share tips and tricks on how to manipulate men.